Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Today's my favorite day of the month, the day my book of the month box arrived, and this month I actually have 5 books. I think that's the maximum you can order, so I've filled up my cart. Let's check it out and see what's inside. My book of the month choice for October is on top. This is called The Book of Witching by C.J. Cooke. I thought this would be perfect for a Halloween read. This is gothic fiction, and the quick take is a mysterious hiking accident kicks off this spooky tale of witchcraft, revenge, and a mother's search for answers. The other book of the month choices for October are The Wild Huntress, which is a young adult book by Emily Lloyd Jones, a horror book called Dearest by Jackie Walters, a thriller called The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden, and a paranormal romance called The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Dole. And like I mentioned earlier, you can order up to 5 books each month in Book of the Month now. So I loaded up my box. The next one I ordered, I believe this was last month's choice. Yes, this one is one of the choices from September 2024. This one is called Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. The quick take for this one is 3 sisters reunite to grieve their lost sibling in this gripping family saga that will have you in your feelings. This one had some great feedback online, so I decided to check it out. The next one is by one of my favorite authors, and this one is called Here One Moment. The quick take on this one is, what would you do if you knew how and when you would die? I did not know anything about this book when I ordered it. I just love her other books, Big Little Lies, 9 Perfect Strangers. She just has so many great books. This is kind of giving me vibes of They Both Die at the End. That is a young adult book I read about a year or so ago. That one is also amazing. Check that one out. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I will give you a review on this one next month. The 4th book is another favorite author of mine, Kristin Hannah. This one is The Nightingale. Again, I love everything I've read so far from Kristin Hannah. They are beautifully written. They're often just heart-wrenching. This one is probably going to be the same. The quick take is, what are we capable of when survival is the only thing that matters? This is a World War II historical fiction, and the most recent book I read from her is The Women, which was a Vietnam War historical fiction, and The Four Winds might be my favorite book by her, so I'm excited. I believe this one was released in 2015, so this one has been around a while, so if you've read it, let me know in the comments below. And last but not least is Hester. I actually ordered this one because one of my YouTube subscribers commented with this recommendation, so thank you so much for that. The quick take is, you'll never look at the Scarlet A the same after reading this quintessential New England tale of power and desire. I love a historical fiction, so I cannot wait to read this one as well. And at the bottom of the box, we have this month's bookmark, I always know my place. So I have a ton of reading to do this month. I did read 3.5 books last month. My September book of the month choice was The Love Elixir of Augusta Stern, and I loved this book. This was such a emotional, just beautiful read. This follows an 80-year-old pharmacist. She retires and moves to Florida, and in her community, she runs into an old love. This book flashes back and forth between 80-year-old Augusta at the retirement community and young Augusta in the 1920s as she works in a pharmacy with her father. She lives with her sister and her great aunt. This is one that I couldn't put down. I actually didn't want this one to end. I really love these characters, and I do highly recommend this book. The other book of the month book I read this month was Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I ordered this one because I love his other books. I read The Last Time I Lied and The Only One Left, and this one might be my favorite. I could not put this one down. This story is about a character named Ethan, and every Friday night he had a camp out in his backyard with his best friend until one night his friend went missing, and then we flash forward 30 years later. Ethan returns back to the neighborhood. he's still grappling with what happened, and everything kind of starts falling into place as they start solving what happened to his best friend Billy in the middle of the night. Again, I could not put this one down. I couldn't wait to see where this book was going. If you like thrillers, I highly recommend this one. The other 2 books I read this month are not Book of the Month choices, but this is the one I was finishing last month when I did the unboxing. This is A Court of Thorn and Roses, super popular on TikTok, on Instagram. People love this one. It's not completely my cup of tea, but I definitely understand why people love it. This book is about 19-year-old Farah. She's a hunter, but she is punished for one of her killings and has to go live in a magical land with fairies. So this is her journey and her life, where she goes from prisoner, basically a prisoner, to actually falling in love with a fairy. And then I am back every month. I love to read an Elin Hilderbrand book. This month it is The Rumor. So I am finishing this one today, and I will give my review on this one next month. And that was it. That was everything in my October Book of the Month unboxing. If you're interested in trying Book of the Month, I will have a coupon code in the description below, so be sure to check that out. And again, I've been doing Book of the Month for years now, so if you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below. And if you have any books you've been reading that you suggest, leave those in the comments as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe.